First off, I love how this question was phrased. How to develop confidence to increase your size after you have consistency. That part is so key, and so many people miss that part. Having the consistency first before you look to increase your size. Bravo to the trader that asked that question in that way. That's the way that you want to be thinking. Have consistency first, then start to expand your size. So to answer the question, how do you do it? So let's say, let's just look at this, right? Like, let's say that you've been trading with 10,000, right? And you want to expand to 100,000, right? Like, so you have, let's say you have 100 grand in the bank and you started trading with 10 grand to start to gain consistency, right? You didn't want to go in with that whole 100 grand yet, but now you've been trading, let's say, for a year or so, and you've gained a lot of consistency. You know what you're doing, you know the different market types, you know you're consistent with your plans, you're journaling, you've improved over time, and now you have some confidence, right? And you want to start scaling up towards that 100 grand. But how do you go from here to there, right? Like, do you just go all in on that 100K? No, right? Like that would be too much of a rapid expansion. I would look at it kind of like let's say you started going to the gym, right? And you started to gain a little bit of confidence with the gym. You start to learn the equipment. You're using some of the machines, and you have this goal of, well, I want to use, or I want to lift the entire rack in this chest press machine, right? Like, let's say you're starting out with 50 pounds, 75 pounds, you work your way up to 100. Your goal is to do the whole thing, which is 300, right? So let's say you're gaining consistency. You wouldn't just jump from 100 pounds all the way down to that 300 and start lifting it, right? Like, that doesn't work that way. You need to do it incrementally, right? And that's how your body, your physical body, is starting to expand that comfort zone. You'll eventually get there, but it's by continuing to put in those kind of reps. So same thing with expanding your comfort zone for the amount of capital that you could use in your trading. So you're at 10. Why not bump it up just a little bit, right? Like, bump it up to 15. See how trading with 15 grand feels, right? So if you're risking 1% of capital per trade, now instead of risking $100 per trade, now you're risking 150. That feels pretty good. Great. Bump it up to 20 grand. Now you're risking $200 per trade. That feels good. Great. Bump it up a little bit more and keep on going incrementally, and pretty soon you'll be at the target that you want to be trading at. But that's the process. That's the process. Do it incrementally. See how it feels first, and then you'll start to gain more confidence and more confidence and more confidence, and before you know it, you'll be at that target. Another tip on this, bonus tip, think of it in terms of percentages as well. Rather than thinking of it as dollar amounts, when you start to think in terms of percentages, you're risking 1% of capital. If you're risking 1% at 10,000, or you're risking 1% at 100,000, you're still risking 1%, right? So that's another way to look at it as well. Hope that helps.